Hi everybody, I'm Greg. Welcome to Goodbye Gluten, where
saying goodbye to gluten does not mean saying goodbye to great food and great taste.
So please like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel.
So tonight we are doing another product review. This is Walmart's Great Value brand, and this is the Stroganoff dinner kit. So beef stroganoff. Okay, and this is gluten-free. You're only going to need a few items for it, so let's see what you're going to need to make this dish. Okay, so what you're going to need is the kit, which is the seasoning packet, the noodles, and this is the cheese sauce that you're going to add in last. You're going to need a cup of water and 1.5 cups of milk, which I put in the same cup because it goes in the same time. Do not use rice milk if you're looking for dairy-free options because you're not going to like what happens to it. Okay, and then 1 pound of hamburger. Let's prep it. Okay, so put it up to about a medium to medium-high heat. And you want to start browning your beef. You don't need the spices in there just yet. Okay, so I do want to mention that we are using the Our Place skillet. One of our subscribers sent this to us, so thank you, Lisa and Jeff. This thing works amazing. It's got like a titanium inline and it holds and distributes the heat extremely well. Okay, so it's basically cooked. What I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to drain out all that grease. Well, most of it. I like a little bit of my stuff. I mean, that is just so easy to do. Okay. And I put it in the ramekin so that when it gets cooled off, I can just dump it in the compost section. Okay. Add in our spice pack. Our noodles. And this whole thing is only going to take about 10-15 minutes at the most. And then the milk and water. Okay. Make sure you stir it up really good. Get all those seasonings. Oh my gosh, the seasoning smelled pretty good. You know, I wasn't really hungry until I started, when I first started making the video, and then it's just like my brain just smelled that, and it was like the whole Pavlovian syndrome came around. It's just like, oh. Okay. Now remember, you do not add this until the last minute. So we're going to go ahead, and cool thing about the Our Place skillets, they got this little area right here that goes right there, and that's so if you want to let a little bit of steam out, but if you don't, just go like that. Now what the cool thing about it is see the spoon goes right there, or so you don't, let it go. So I'm going to hit the timer for about 8 or I'm going to do 3 minutes to start, and then because it's going to cook for about 8 minutes, and you want to stir it every once in a while, so I'm going to do it every 3 minutes. Take simmer part. Okay, now we're going to reduce it down to simmer. And we're going to put it up to about 8 minutes, and I'm going to stir it every about 2.5 to 3 minutes. So this is what it looks like after just 3 minutes. Oh, that smells good. Oops. And that's a really cool idea. Okay. So make sure your stuff is actually simmering before you close your lid. That way it's, cooking. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat. and put in the cheese packet. What does cheese taste like without it? It kind of tastes like Parmesan cheese, but then it doesn't. I'm going to do a fold. Okay. I tell you, it smells really good. Oh yeah, that looks totally good. Okay, now let's see if it's actually as good as it smells and if it's actually worth the money, which with the price of beef and the Stroganoff kit and the milk, so it'd probably been about $9 because the kit itself was about $3.50, meat and the milk, you know, so I mean, it smells really, really good. I was about to bite a really hot spot. I mean, I've had beef stroganoff several different times throughout my life. Some in Europe, in the Army. The one in the Army was horrible. That is pretty good stroganoff. You could probably, you know, do like if you have like a shredded pot roast from leftovers, you know, you could go ahead and, you know, shred that all up and throw it in the skillet, then just add the noodles and sauce and stuff like that, and it would be really good too. Probably even just use sausage. I mean, wow. Hot. Never get it out of the center of the bowl. Well, that is pretty good. I'm going to give this about a 8 out of a 10. I definitely think it could use a little bit more garlic myself and more black pepper, but that's just me, you know, and they maybe add a little Tabasco packet to it because I love Tabasco. Anyways, I really think that you guys should go ahead and go to Walmart and give this a try. It's in the gluten-free sections unless your Walmart is renovating like ours is and it's changing everything. So go ahead and just look for it. I definitely would like to say thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot. And I hope you guys will stay tuned for other videos. And if you haven't seen all our videos for you new viewers, go back and check them out. We would love to hear from you, so you can send us comments. If there's a restaurant near you that you would like us to try, or you got products over where you live that are gluten-free you want us to try, you know, any recipes from, like, let's say you're from New Delhi in India, and you would like us to make a gluten-free dish out of your guys' favorite foods and family dishes, you know, we'd love to hear from you. So thank you very much for joining us today. And remember what we always say here at Goodbye Gluten. Saying goodbye to gluten does not mean saying goodbye to great food and great taste. Have a great day.